What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Every Week We Follow, an Aston Villa fan channel.
Every week we follow the boys in claret and blue. Sorry.
It'll never get old, will it?
It'll never get old.
Yes. Thanks, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the Leicester game. By the time this goes out, I think it'll be Friday. So the game will be tomorrow, based on this. I don't think at the point of recording this, I don't think there's been any kind of like specific injury news or anything. Has there anything came out about Torres's injury or anything?
I don't think so. I haven't read anything else other than that it's potentially 6
I'm
to 8
guessing
weeks.
he won't be available, I would say.
I'm hoping he won't be available.
Wow. Okay. We'll straight into it then. So So Torres.
Just start off the bat, mate. I would like to see us line up against Leicester with a good old-fashioned back four that we had prior to Torres' arrival and Carlos' arrival. Mings, Konza, Cash, Digne. A solid midfield like we've had with consistency with maybe whether that's Onana and Kamara with Tielemans, and then McGinn playing slightly off onto the left, and then Rodgers and Watkins up front. That would be my lineup. And if he plays it and we lose, I'll eat my cake. But technically, out my incredibly large mouth. But that's where I'm. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling.
I think he plays Bailey. So.
Oh God.
and that's not through me saying he should play Bailey. I just think Bailey had an all right game, and I think he'll play him. He likes to play back, and to be fair, Bailey's better with Cash, but he's still not good enough. He's still not being clinical enough. That's the big problem.
So, if that's the case, then if he does play Bailey, who's being dropped in that middle? Is it Noah Nana again? Which, by the way, in the last game, it's probably when he came on for 10 minutes, looked like he'd never played football.
The worst 10-15 minutes.
Couldn't control the ball. Just
shocking.
I couldn't believe it.
So bad. I mean, to be honest, based on that, yeah.
Let's go with that. Get rid of him. Right?
He's obviously not ready to come back.
It felt like Onana had won some sort of prize over Christmas, right, to play with the Villa first team, and he come on and I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it was hilarious. Right, so yeah, okay. So get rid of Onana and Bailey, and then you have McGinn in the middle, I suppose, playing alongside Tielemans and Kamara.
I assume so. But and just to clarify for everyone, because obviously we had a little bit of a joke about this before I pressed record, before we started going on air. This is not a Harry Potter scarf. This is it's an AV 150. I just thought I'd put something on a little bit of Villa because I didn't.
It's not what he said to me. He got on and he went, "I'm a wizard, Gary."
Look, Expelliarmus.
Mate, the only thing you're missing is a lightning bolt on your head. You're not too dissimilar from a Daniel Radcliffe wannabe, are you? Magic us that 3 points, mate. That's what we need.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, at the moment, I don't. So I was just about to go on to predictions, and at the moment, I can't predict any game we're playing in. I have absolutely no idea.
No,
I don't. We were brilliant against Man City. Equally, Man City were quite poor, but I think we were good.
Yeah.
We always raise our level against bigger teams. When we play lesser, in quotes, teams, we struggle. We often struggle to, especially if they do park the bus or anything like that, we struggle to break it down. Leicester are 19th, haven't won in their last 5. 4 of them have been losses. You'd expect us to beat them on paper. I don't know. I just don't know. The main thing is, I want to see a 0. I want to see a 0 next to Leicester's name.
Mate, we just had a little chat about this off air, didn't we? And I think a 1-0 victory I'd take all day long. We have got to stop conceding goals. And it's the only way we can build something. Like I say, if we can keep with Torres being out now for a few weeks, I mean, the odds are that he's not going to play that back four. He doesn't seem to want to play Ming, so it's probably going to be Konza and Carlos in the middle.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What, have you had some sort of magic text off United? And
no,
he's just going to get some. Why is it not?
In no world is he sitting there thinking, yeah, Konza and Carlos is the way to go.
Well, but Mings, like I said, he at the end of the Brighton game, he was holding his calf and he went down a couple of times. Might have been cramped, right?
Yeah, if he's picked up something, fine.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, obviously, I want to see Mings and Mings and Konza together again. I just think at this present moment in time, when you're scrapping for consistency, right, it's back to basics. And right, don't concede. Right, we've got enough firepower within the squad to score goals and create chances. Right, we've got enough.
We did it. We did it last season. We did it. I think we were shipping goals for fun at one point. We concede. I think we conceded something silly like 4 goals in like 3 matches, as in like 3 or 4 goals a game for like 3 matches. I can't remember what it was. It was something. I remember it being something bad.
Yeah.
And then Emery went, right, we're gonna solidify this, and then we didn't concede for like 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
It was back to basics. It was just like concentrate, do not concede, be hard to beat.
If we can do that now over January and February,
we'll score.
Yeah, we'll always score, mate. I think we've got goals in our team. Durant will be back, and between him and Watkins, there's a definite goal fit there. Rogers poses a threat.
He won't be back for the Leicester game, but yeah.
Well, no, but do you know what I mean? They're coming back for January. I'm talking about January and February. So from the next 3 games in particular, right? Because he misses the Leicester game, and he misses West Ham. Is that right? And then he's back.
Yes, I think that's right. Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. And so if we can do and replicate what you just said and go 8-9 games without conceding a goal, right?
Yeah.
Then
it's a minimum of 9 points.
We give ourselves a massive fighting chance. That 9 points from the next 3 games will be huge, because I still think
I can't
teams around us will drop off. And
just on that, I can't see us getting 9 from the next 3 because we've got Arsenal in there away. But 9 from the next 4, yes.
Yeah. Well, I think that's got to be the achievement. And look, we've done Arsenal. We did them last year. We played brilliantly, mate. It's not that we can't do it. It's whether we, on our current form, you'd go no way. Yeah, I'm
going to take that. I'm going to take that soundbite, mate. I'm going to take that soundbite and plaster it everywhere. Yeah, we can beat Arsenal. No,
we can.
Look, we've got Leicester at home, Everton away, and West Ham at home. They're the winnable in the next 4 for me.
Yeah.
Although the annoying thing is that West Ham comes straight on the back of a trip away to Monaco, and we know how we usually are after Champions League. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's Wolves. Oh. So look, a game. Well, I say a game at a time, but the next 2, we need to be taking maximum points. If we don't take maximum points, then I think January we need to pull our finger out and actually do something. Right wing.
We've got to do something because I know that every game's a tough game in the Premier League, but I know Arsenal's not like a difficult fixture away. But like I say, we won there last year. If you go away and keep a clean sheet, right?
Yeah.
You're going to come away with something. What I'm saying is that we've got to solidify this defence. It has to happen in the next couple of months. Otherwise, we are looking at mid-table mediocrity this year. Like we won't. We'll be lucky to finish top 10. We've something's got to change now in January. Whether that we get some signings in, starts on Saturday against Leicester. Just turn up. Don't concede against a team that's in the bottom 3, right, and win the game. We should win it comfortably, but I would take I'm predicting 1-0 Rogers to score and Watkins to miss 3 open goals.
We've lost our last 4 away games, so Everton is our next
New
away.
Year, New Villa. You said that. Right. You've said that. You've said that recently. Don't wait. You're just backtracking now. Come on.
We'll see. We'll see.
That was December. This is January. The goals are going to stop flowing in. Emery's sat them down on New Year's Day and gone, right, this is it. No more. Right. Or you.
Well, back to the Leicester game. Obviously, it's at home. A normal 3 o'clock Saturday kickoff.
I know. New Year, New Villa. 3 o'clock kickoffs. Like this is what dreams are made of, mate. Like this is where our season changes right now. Watching Ruud van Nistelrooy cry in the dugout because he used to play for Man United and thinks like Rooney and Gerrard Estelle can coach because they used to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. They just can't, can they? Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I think if we could, like I say, I'd head 1-0, keep a clean sheet. Hart says we should batter these like 3 or 4-0. We should win this game comfortably, right? Yeah. And help that goal difference because what are we -4 at the moment? Like, we need to get that back. It's just it's not good enough. We need to be better. So, and it starts Saturday. I know, injuries have not been great to us, but -3. Okay, it's 1 less than I thought it was, but happy days, right? So 4-0 would keep us +1. So we need a plus. You can't be in the top 6 of the Premier League and have a minus goal difference. Do you know what I mean? Like, so It goes without saying. And then other teams around us are just. This is where this next month will be where the league just starts to kind of you get those gaps, don't you, between the top and the middle and the bottom.
And it is starting. It is slowly starting to form.
Yeah.
You've got like you got Chelsea in 4th to Newcastle in 5th, which is a 3-point gap now. So a team has to actually gain. Then Newcastle to us is
3 points.
3 points, and then it's 2, and then it's another 2 points and another 3 points. So that gap between like 9th and the bottom below that is starting to form. So if we get caught up in this like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th thing, and 6th just starts running away with it, then we're going to really struggle to get anywhere into those European spots.
And mate, at this point, I would take a Conference League place because we need European football in order to grow. Like it's as simple as.
Would you say that last 16 a Champions League and a Conference League spot?
At this point, right now, 100%, I'll take that. I'll bite your hand off right now.
I wouldn't bite your hand off for that. No. I'd take Europa League.
I think it's a pipe dream. We're not at the moment currently in our current form.
Conference League is a Mickey Mouse. We should have walked that last season.
Well, we should have, and we didn't. Right. So
also, I think if we did get that, I think we lose the core of our team. I don't think we end up keeping.
But the alternative is, mate, we finish 9th or 10th and they go anyway. Like, at least with a little bit of European football, you're going to attract something. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Our goal should be Champions League. It should be re-qualifying for the Champions League, and I'm sure that is Emery's.
I think even the start of the season, I said to you, I was like, we overachieved last season.
Massively.
Obviously, that was like an aim. You're like sitting there going, like, if you're hoping for something, it's that, but absolutely not. 5th, 6th has to be the aim this season.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
But like I say, I think that's a tough ask now. I do. I think unless it changes this month. If we go into this month, let's say, right, because you're right, Arsenal away is a tough fixture, but we start Saturday, beat Leicester, right, beat Everton, which is something we didn't do last year because that's away, isn't it, at Everton? And then Arsenal's a tough game, but get a point away at Arsenal, go there, keep a clean sheet, take a 0-0, right, and that's 7 points from those 9 games would be massive, and we're right back in the mix. Then you think confidence starts to develop, confidence starts to grow. It's all that psychological warfare. Can we do it?
We're likely then sitting like 6th, 5th, 6th, and you're then going into the run of like, okay, I think we've got an okay run. If I remember rightly, we've got like West Ham, Wolves, Ipswich, Palace is in there, but and it's like. They're winnable. We've then got really horrible running, if I remember rightly. I think we've got Liverpool, we've got Forest who are playing well, City, and Newcastle. But like,
so you got those games to get the points.
There's a good run to get some kind of momentum going.
Well, because then you go into those tougher games with a bit of confidence.
They're also good games for any incomings to go into as well. You're not throwing them into like a Man City.
Like a deep, unwinnable game. Yeah, no. But like I say, it all starts on Saturday with Leicester. And now, I think you said to me there's that we've won 1 in 3 at home against Leicester.
We've won 1 in 3, 1 in our last 3 at home to Leicester. They've always been a bit of a bogey team. I think we kind of like overcome that over like the last few seasons, but they've always been a bit sticky.
Yeah, I agree with that. But usually that stickiness is down to that one man, Jamie Vardy, and thankfully he's injured. I don't think he's going to be around.
Oh, is he? Oh, I didn't know that.
He's coming back from injury. He hasn't started the last 3 games, I don't think. So,
just perfect time for him to come back there and score in it.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I can't see that arrogant piece of knobhead stand there in front of the Hulk celebrating. Like, he's a. Oh, yeah. And also, like, what an incentive for Tielemans to score from 40 yards. It's about time we had a screamer from Tielemans. I put him in the Coutinho bracket, mate.
Has he scored in the league? I don't think he scored in the league. I think he scored in the cup. I don't think he scored in the league. He scored in the Champions League, didn't he?
Yeah. No, I don't think he has scored in the league, but he owes us one. He's got the ability. But like I say, we that's the other thing I'd like to see in this game. Like, we've got to shoot, mate. We're not shooting as much as we used to last year.
We just don't like. I'd love to see. Okay, fine. If it hits Rosette, I'd love to see Bailey just whack them over the bar, because it's like, okay, you're cutting in, You're running up, you cut in, bang.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting there going bang, and then he's just not shooting. And I'm like, where's the shot? Like, and Rodgers does it. I mean, Rodgers is getting better at it. Rodgers does it. Watkins against Brighton, he was running in, and I think last season he runs in. I think it was against West Ham or something like that. Runs in, bang, left peg, smacks it. Doesn't he? Tries to like cross it or some shit. I'm like, what are you? What
or take an extra touch, and it feels like we're actively trying not to shoot. I'm like, what's going on? Like, you're in great positions.
I do believe that's something Emery has said. If you're not certain, you're going to have a goal scoring opportunity from the shot. If you're not certain, you're going to get it.
If you don't buy a ticket, you can't win the lottery. Do you know what I mean? You've got like that seems like such backward kind of thing, isn't it? Like,
I mean, I always wonder what he says to Duran after he scores his wild goals. He's like, "Did you think I was going to go in, John?" Like
extra 500 laps for you, mate. Like, I don't. It would be nice to see us be a bit more clinical, like, because it's not as if we're not creating chances. I think we have created chances. I think we just get into those areas, not shooting or making the wrong decision consistently, and it's costing us like big time. Now, against a team that is 19th, that hasn't won in 5, that kind of have conceded plus 20 goals, like, it's a game that's crying out for that. Like, we've got to punish them. Like, so
what if it's a shaky performance and it's a 1-0 win?
Well, I mean, fundamentally, 3 points and a clean sheet, I'll take all day long.
I know, but like, it's the classic Villa fan fickle. In the people in that stadium are going to be moaning and being like, "Oh,
yeah, of course they are
lucky there." This kind of thing. We're still papering over the cracks. Yeah. Mings, fucking hell, Mings. That guy drives me.
If Mings plays, he'll be 100% be the scapegoat, wouldn't he? Like, and I don't know, it was because I was behind plate glass for the Brighton game, right? But it didn't feel like a great atmosphere. Like, I couldn't really hear the whole end. I could hear the Brighton fans through the plate glass, but I couldn't hear I couldn't hear us.
You're in the North Stand, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like, obviously I didn't go to the City game. I bet the atmosphere was great.
Yeah.
But I feel like the atmosphere. This is what frustrates me about Villa Park. Like, sometimes it's a brilliant stadium. It's historical. We sit quite close to the whole end, so we get that atmosphere if it gets going.
Yeah.
And when it's rocking, it is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sat there, like, I come out, my ears are ringing. I'm like, geez, it's so loud. But we only do it when we're playing well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the whole point of our support is to try
to get behind the team,
to try and get us over the line when we're playing badly. And it's like, you do see it, and players talk about the atmospheres at like Anfield and St James's Park and like even Ellen Road for Leeds and stuff. It's like these places are like fortresses, and if you go there and you're even if you're winning as a team, you feel intimidated because the atmosphere is amazing. As Villa Park, man, especially this season, I can't think of a game where I've sat there other than Bayern, because I went to the Bayern game.
Yeah, that was
the atmosphere's been awful.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
I could sit there with a packed lunch and have a conversation with you. Like,
do you know what? One thing I've noticed, like at the Brighton game, I could see clearly in the Trinity Road, the top section of it, there was probably about 100, 200 seats empty.
Oh,
wow. And that's not from ticket sales. They're corporate tickets. They are. That haven't been sold.
That's not what that is up there.
Yeah, because they've got them scattered around the stadium. They've got them in the Doug Ellis, the whole end and Trinity, where you kind of basically, it's similar to whatever they are.
And there's them padded seats at the centre of Upper Trinity. They've had that for a while. They've had that forever.
Yeah, that's fine. But this is in the top tier, mate, at the back, and they were just empty. And I can't help but feel that this whole corporate push from the Villa is already affecting the atmosphere of the stadium, right? Because you can't have those big pockets scattered around, even though it's only a couple hundred people here and there. I think it doesn't add value to the whole experience. And like you say, with the whole, when it gets rocking, is great. But even then, there's people probably sitting in the hole that are just tourist fans that come for the game and aren't singing. We rely on it, and it just does. I just noticed it against Brighton. For me, like, usually you can, if beyond any pack, that's once it's rocking, you can hear it. And I don't remember hearing every week we follow. I don't remember. It just
even a
didn't feel
chance,
like
even
a
a chance now. We don't do every week we follow
yeah.
anymore really at all. Whenever that was going, like the one that always gets me is always makes me think about Douglas Luiz dancing. Is Smalley get battered
Yeah.
everywhere they go.
And
Just like
he was just
absolutely kills it.
doing this, like, you know,
Yeah, yeah, he's
but
just like doing that to the like the
brilliant, mate.
symphony.
Yeah.
But
And
we don't seem to get them going. Like we have like a few chances here and there, but it doesn't. Yeah,
so
it's just it's
lots of fickle people, mate, who are judging, like, you know, kind of, you know, kill Watkins, kill Bailey, literally, like, kind of get them out of, like, the only way you get these players playing is by giving them the confidence to do so. You know, like they're not.
don't moan every time they give
I'm
the ball away.
yeah.
Like
You know, it's
Pete does it. He sat next to me. He's like, oh, I'm like, mate. And he's like, he'll be like, oh, get rid of it. I'm like, no, that's not the way we play. Like,
yeah.
and everyone's sitting there going, oh, it's like, chill out. This is how we play. We've been playing it for 2 years now.
Years. Yeah.
We know how to do it, and it's just frustrating. Like the second we give the ball away, and I get it because we're making a lot of mistakes this season, and that's why people are getting frustrated with it. But like, it's not gonna be every time picture perfect, zippy nippy passing.
The thing is, mate, you said it in the last show, right? That if these results that we've had recently they've gone against us to Brighton, Notts Forest, if we win those games 1-0 and we win that game 2-1, then everyone's buzzing, aren't they? And you're getting the atmosphere. But like, it's just this is the Premier League, and ultimately, if you make mistakes, you get punished. And we've been punished a lot this year, and we can rectify those mistakes. Only we can. And so hopefully, like I say, with a little bit of consistency, like now Torres is out. It starts with the back four. Let's stop conceding goals and move on from there. That has to be the go forward like motive.
Yeah, I agree. And so on to predictions. So what's your prediction for this game?
Right, fuck it. I'm going for it. I'm going for my heart, mate. 4-0 Villa.
4-0. Going clean sheet and a 4 and
for clean sheet. 4-0.
Who's scoring?
We're going to go Tillemans, Watkins, and
Penalty.
I think Rodgers will get another one, and I think JJ will come on and score.
Okay.
Four separate goal scorers.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Nice. I'm not going that. I'm
not going that crazy, man.
I'm thinking a 2-1. We're conceding. There's no way we're keeping a clean sheet. We're conceding again. I think it's a 2-1. But I think it'll be like a 2-0. I think it'll be a 2-0 to a 2-1 and a bit of a nervy finish, the usual kind of thing. But I think I'd love to see. I said it last time. I think I'd love to see a Luca Dean free kick goal. Like, come on, man, just do it. It's so frustrating. It's like when Phil Coutinho came and we were just sat there all the time going, "Give us a 40-yard screamer," and he just
that's what I want for Tillemans, mate. That's what I'm expecting, a 40-yard screamer from Tillemans.
He's some wild goals and he never shoots. So frustrating.
If you look through his Leicester reel, like outside the area was his thing, but like I say, it feels like Emery's like, no, don't shoot outside the area, because our thing used to get to the byline, cut it back and tap it in by the looks of things. But it's just I think teams have worked us out a little bit. That's why we're struggling at the moment. So predictable. I think we've had this conversation before. I don't think it's I think teams have worked us out in a way, but I think actually there's a lot of teams playing how we play now, and I think it's being worked out by the league. Like, as in, you're starting to see holes. Like you're seeing like City. I mean, City are just all over the place. But you're seeing City, Southampton trying to play out from the back, us playing out from the back. And I think it's starting to. It all comes in loops. Before you know it, it'll be going direct again. It'll be the old Sam Allardyce, like Route one, big guy, small guy.
It'll be going back to that. We'll just have John Duran and Emi Buendia up front, like just kind of. Speaking of outgoings, actually, that's one.
Yeah, I think he'd be on his way, mate.
Apparently, I think he was linked with. I think it's a bit of a lazy link. He was linked with Leeds because obviously Daniel Farker. But apparently he said he doesn't want. Apparently Buendia said he doesn't want to play in the Championship.
Oh,
so
it's a brave statement considering he's not played football for 2 years. I think he's like fucking mate. There's a player within Emily, but he's not. He's not Premier League.
He's not had enough. He's not had enough minutes. We ain't got the time to carry him.
No.
even though he's a very lightweight.
Well, he's a very good technical player, but he's just with the lack of minutes he's had, he's nowhere near the level. We said this when he got injured a couple of years ago. Like his season would have been last season to kick on and push on, but he hasn't had that, and I think we've just left him behind. I don't think he's at the level that we need him to be.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go.
And that could be So I think him, Philogene, probably. I reckon he goes.
You think Philogene's going to go?
Yeah.
As in, like complete sale?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Why would we keep him around? What?
Oh, I don't know why. I think the only reason you keep him around is because he's an Emery signing, but it feels more and more that it was the fact that that's just to meet some quotas of English players. I don't know how it works.
I think that is literally what it was, and I don't know whether it affects it, like changing it mid-season.
With an ad going.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I think it was 100% to meet a quota for Champions League. I don't think it was. Yeah. I think there was an element of it. I think there was an element of, well, there's a good bid coming for Diaby. It makes business sense. It's going to allow us to strengthen elsewhere.
Yeah,
and we can spend less here and try and spend more there. There's probably like the money for Onana and stuff.
Yeah,
but like, I still think that it was I think that was part of it.
Mate, I agree with you. I think he's a Championship player at best. I'll send him back to Hull. Like he's just not. He's not for me. Not for me.
Even if it's out on loan, I don't know whether a loan helps us with PSR stuff. But well, anyway. So so you've gone for a 4-0. 4-0.
No, come on, no goals conceded in January. It's a new year, new Villa. Come on, James, back me up.
We will see how we get on. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to give us a subscribe, if you like this, if you want to see more of these, we always try and do at least one a week. Yeah, give it a like, give the comments.
Yeah. Tip it tapping.
Get the odds interwebs.
Oh, football friends.
Anyway, guys, we'll catch you next time.
Every week we follow the boys in claret and blue.